The last score, Vincent Vince. Morty had been running with the Iron Serpents since he was 16, a kid with nothing but street smarts and a hunger to belong. Now, at 28, he was trusted, respected, feared even. He handled the books, moved product, and kept quiet, the perfect soldier. But loyalty has a breaking point. It started with his sister, Leela, diagnosed with late-stage leukemia. She needed an experimental treatment, $250,000 upfront, insurance denied, crowdfunding, a joke. The Serpents didn't do charity, especially not for weak blood. When Vince begged their boss, Silas Crow, for an advance, just a loan, Silas laughed in his face. You want to play nurse, rob a hospital? That night, Vince stared at the gang's vault. Hidden beneath a butcher's shop in Red Hook, it held over $500,000 in cash, uncut diamonds, and burner phones. He knew the schedule, the codes, the blind spots in the cameras. He'd helped install them. 3 days later, he struck. He waited until Silas was at his mistress's penthouse, distracted the night guard with a fake tip about a rival crew moving in uptown, disabled the secondary alarm with a frequency jammer he delifted from a cop-ass trunk months ago. The vault opened with a soft hiss. He took $300,000, bundled, unmarked, into small diamond packets, enough to cover Lila's treatment and a new life. He left no trace, or so he thought. Lila's procedure went smoothly. Vince rented a cabin upstate under a fake name, paid cash. He told her it was a windfall from an old job. She didn't ask. She was too busy getting better. But Silas wasn't stupid. A week later, Vince's burner phone buzzed. Unknown number. You got 10 seconds to explain why my vault is ladder and my diamonds are gone. Vince didn't answer. He smashed the phone. They found him anyway. Not at the cabin. Not through tech. Through Leela. Silas's men tailed her oncologist. Watched her leave chemo smiling. Followed her to the cabin. They didn't storm in. They waited, patient, predatory. Silas himself showed up at dawn, flanked by 4 enforcers. Vince opened the door before they knocked. He was holding a duffel bag, cash, passports, the rest of the diamonds. You took from family, Vince, Silas said, voice calm, deadly. Family, Vince spat. You told me to rob a hospital while my sister died. Silas stepped closer, and now she's alive. So maybe I did you a favor. Vince didn't flinch. Take the bag. Let her go. She doesn't know anything. Silas smiled. Cold. She doesn't have to. He nodded. 2 men grabbed. Vince. Another step toward the cabin door. No. Vince roared, thrashing. You touch her. I'll burn this whole world down. Silas sighed. You always were dramatic. He pulled a pistol. Not at Vince. At the bag. He fired 3 shots. Pop, pop, pop. Shredding the cash. Scattering diamonds into the dirt. Consider us even, Silas said. You stole from me. I stole your escape. He turned. Leave him. And the girl. Let him rot in peace. As their cars vanished down the mountain road, Vince collapsed to his knees, clutching torn bills. Leela stood in the doorway, wrapped in a blanket, eyes wide with terror. They let us go, she whispered. Vince looked at the ruined money, the useless diamonds, the empty road. No, he said softly. They didn't let us go. They just made sure we could never leave. He stood, took her hand. But we're alive. That's the score that matters. And for now, it was enough.